Hello out there and good morning, traders. It is June 17th, 2024, and welcome to the Apteros DMI, or Daily Market Insight. Let's dive into our recap, then we'll update our session plan and levels for today. So, we are looking at kind of a dissonant overall narrative picture for us on the DMI from Friday. The scenario one was the main area of dissonance, where we were looking at a bullish idea from the lows, a bearish idea from the highs, and those two were kind of in competition with one another based on different time frames. We ended up seeing the bullish picture pretty much play out right through our references, right? We came up into the morning here, got a little bit of a push into our neutral reference. That's created a pullback, giving us really the primary opportunities for the long side based on scenario one. Scenario one plays straight out to our first neutral level, pulls back a little bit, not violating any lows or anything like that, goes straight up into the target, kind of heading into the close of the day, right into here. So it was just one of those days where the dissonance played out, and we ended up sticking with scenario one. And that particular move, just took most of the day to actually took all day to pretty much complete itself up to that main target area for that scenario. So really great DMI for us, kind of understanding and nailing that rotational picture here. And let's see what's going on for today. So, taking a look at today, what kind of things have changed? One thing is that I rolled over to the U contract, so some of the numbers are a little different. The other thing is that some of these levels were adjusted just a little bit because of that rollover as well, and the migration of some of these references. So, um, that is the major shift from Friday to today. Other than that, it's pretty much the exact same scenario that we find ourselves in, because you can see we're still in that zone between where the bigger idea is for the Bulls and where the bigger idea is for the Bears, and just kind of looking at the landscape overall. So we're setting up essentially the same DMIs we had on Friday, where scenario one is we stay in this dissonant zone, or which is now a value area that we've been building for a couple of days. So we're now staying inside of value. So we're rotational, balance. These type of words are all buzzwords in this type of market condition, where we've now moved from the low end of that value up to the high end of that value. So the expectation is a possible move back down to the low end. So that really sets up kind of our main scenarios here. Scenario one, staying inside of that area, creates that rotational picture and the maintaining of that value area as well. Now, if we end up seeing something outside of that where we end up breaking to the upside or the downside, we'd be looking at alternate scenarios. Scenario two would be a break to the upside, looking at first for this little neutral destination along the way. If we get up above that, the full destination or target for the bull move would be out here in this 55-35 type of area, up to that level area or up there. If we get scenario three, that would be a breakdown of our bull line in the sand. So looking at something a little bit more like this, there's really not much in between here for us to pay attention to in terms of NADRO-based references. The only thing that is there is some price action, with a price action low here. So you could use that as kind of a low-level neutral area if you're looking to scale or something like that. But you want to use it like this. Like you want to be using it on the downside of the move, for grabbing that liquidity that might be available below this low. Other than that, it's kind of open space down into the target to the downside for scenario three. So that's pretty much how the landscape is set up for today. It's pretty straightforward because it's the same environment that we were in on Friday. Nothing has really shifted or changed from there. Like I said, the only major changes are minor adjustments to these line in the sand areas, and the rollover. Okay, so trade well, mind your risk out there, and let's get after it.